Hey everyone, Lenswinoz here and welcome back to Cuboid Outpost. So in between episodes I've been dabbling with Create. Now I'm not one who knows a lot about Create, so I did have to look up tutorials online on how to make one of these little dudes. But the cool thing about this is that it doesn't require any rotational power like they do over there. This is literally using a magma block and an encased fan, I think it is. So I'm not going to go full on into how to make this. I can probably, let me just, can I get there? No, it'll break the farm if I turn it off. The idea is that this itself, yeah, look, I may end up doing a sugarcane farm, just a basic little sugarcane farm, and we'll do the same process as this. But what I've been doing with this at the moment is breeding up as many of the seeds as possible. So pretty much I've got through most of the seeds. I'm just getting down to the tail end, and I've been doing that by basically coming in here, finding out what the seed is, working out what its transmutation is. So this is huckleberry and blueberry. I already have the blueberry on me. Let me put the parsnips away that I've just broken. Huckleberry is that one. Huckleberry and blueberry, like so. Let's have a real quick look. Let's see how many of these we can just knock off quickly. Turnip and rutabaga. So that was a parsnip. Turnip. Comes down to knowing what you're looking for. That's a rutabaga. Really? Would have sworn they're all doing them in order. So yeah, I literally spent a few hours last night going through and doing this. Why am I not finding turnip? Maybe it hasn't grown yet. Maybe I'm staring straight at it and I can't see it. But I'm literally looking at the overlay in the top corner. So, that's one I haven't got yet. But literally going through each one, turnip would be there somewhere near blueberries. Interesting. It'll be in this farm somewhere. There's a couple of double ups in here, and when I first started, just trying to get things built, and I've been slowly breaking them as I replace the seeds in there. But it would be nice to get through and knock all of these out. Elderberry, candleberry. I've got the candleberry. Do I have the elderberry yet? Probably not. No, my luck. So yeah, it's been a thing. It's been a mission, and I'm just letting it fill into this draw system which is underneath here. It's just a draw controller with a chute. All right, so last episode we set up, and I'll do a sugarcane farm. We'll do a little bit of recap, and then I'll go and grab all the materials I need to do that, and we'll go from there. Last episode we set up this guy. I made a couple of changes. I was getting witches coming and just standing here and regenning basically. So I've put a couple of, I think the disorientation. Okay. He plays music. Fair enough. I put some disorientation traps in there, which is these purple ones right at the end, because witches were just standing there and healing, and not worrying about it. So at least with the disorientation ones, they tend to not do that, and they'll wander around, and then they'll walk back onto the harming plates. But yeah, move the lever so it now lights all the way up here. I have to put some repeaters on it. But the draw system's still not quite doing what I want it to. Yeah, anyway, it's fine. It'll work itself out. I'll clean it up eventually. But yeah, we're slowly getting there. Very, very slowly getting there. Let me just pop these through so I don't forget what I'm at. There's a tomato. One more quest done. So yeah, I didn't just tend to come out and find whichever one I've got too many of, which will be the first things I did. So like, who needs this many Brussels sprouts? I mean, honestly. Sheesh. I will need to do void upgrades for these. I've got a bit of time. We've got 8 stacks available. But I'll do void upgrades for all of these drawers, and then it won't matter. What I'd like to do is somehow connect it to this. I think that'd be a cool setup if you could have all of that connected up to this somehow, so that you could just open it and it'd be there. But I don't know if that's possible. All right, so we set up the farm in order to get into this quest line, the dishing up the meat one. So we need to get the rotten flesh, which we should have now. What have we got in the way of flesh? Flesh. We got 436. That's just a couple. So we need to convert, as you all know, ribonucleic, whatever, RNA, acid, that stuff, is a complex compound of high molecular weight that functions in cellular protein synthesis. Blah, blah, blah. Science Division did say more, but let me dumb it down for you. You pop some bone or rotten flesh into the molecular recycler and you get back some RNA, which we'll use to make other stuff. Okay, so it wants... Flesh is obviously better. You get a better breakdown. So let's grab a little bit of flesh. I'm going to grab a stack because I'm figuring I'm going to need a bit of this. Alright, so once we get that, then we need to also make more protein paste. Make a stash of protein paste. We'll use it in different ways to eventually craft the specific DNA structures we need to create the animal life forms we're after. So that's silica dust and rotten flesh. I should have a bit of each. Just a little. Let's take half a stack. And then flesh. Half a stack. And pop it in here. So we're starting to get the RNA. And this will start making the protein paste. Good, good, good. Alright, so we've got the RNA. We're going to need some protein paste. Let's just grab a couple. Okay. Gloop is not just for kids, and strand and deliver. So Gloop, mixing RNA with protein paste in a quantum transmutation chamber, produces a primordial gloop which will allow us to form the base DNA strands we need. Cool. Where is time in a bottle when you need it? Because this would be so much quicker if I had that. I could speed this guy up. I should probably make another. Actually, I don't think I can I? Can I make another one? One, two. No, that one. I mean, it'd mean I'd need to make another ME controller and then a redstone furnace, which is doable. Sorta doable. It's fine. Let's just finish up there for the moment. Now, you and you is what it wants me to do. We get some primordial gloop. Wikidium, we're going to need to provide strands of protein for our DNA production. Luckily, we already know how to make protein strands using Wikidium dust and protein paste in the QTC. You just need to make some more up so we can move on. So it wants protein fiber, which is Wikidium and protein paste. So I should have a little bit in here. And grab half a stack. If I do this, come on, and that. I'm not sure how many of these it actually wants. I'm going to need to process a bunch, probably. So there's our protein fiber. Don't pin it. DNA is a helical double-stranded nucleic acid that is crucial for containing the genetic information for cell growth, division, and function, and is, yeah, exactly, more blah blah. The important bit you need to know at the moment is that you're at the point where you can make some fairly generic DNA by putting protein strands and primordial gloop into the quantum transmutation chamber. Sleep. So that DNA. All right. One more time through the QTC, this time using DNA and bone meal will result in albumin, which is basically egg white, plus or minus some random genetic mutation. So bone meal, yep. So we should have some, a bit in here. If we put DNA and bone meal, wow, this is a thing, isn't it? The album. Let's pop that back in there for the moment. Because we're going to need quite a bit of this. Okay. Now put some of that albumin. Look, there's probably a better way of saying that, and that's just me. Into a drying cupboard, and over time you'll end up with an egg. Now you could just throw these eggs around and hope for the best, but we're going to try and be smarter about this and give ourselves a guaranteed way of hatching chickens. So keep a few eggs and keep following the instructions to see how this can be done. So we've got the drying cupboard here. Let's pop this in here. It'll take a moment while we process some more of this stuff. We're going to need a bunch more of the gloop. We're going to need a bunch more, all sorts of stuff, because we're going to need different ways of making things here. So we'll get, I don't know, I guess a bit of each. There's an egg. We got an egg. All right. So Reddit said that science, if sufficiently advanced, will be indistinguishable from magic. Well, this is one of those times, we think. At least the science division folk reckon there is a scientific basis for what is about to happen, although they have not been able to sufficiently explain it. Anyway, make a hole and fill it with a bucket of witch water. Throw in an egg, a piece of primordial gloop, some wheat seeds, and some extra RNA, and a totally explainable by science, a chemical reaction will occur, resulting in a special egg specifically encoded to guarantee hatching a chicken. Before using it, you might want to fence off an area and make 2 of these chicken spawn eggs so that you can breed up more and start collecting extra eggs moving forward rather than needing to make more. Yep, sounds like a plan. So while this is processing, so that's the protein paste. Let's just quickly jump back and so we also need the strands, right? And the strands were, what were they again? Pygidium and protein paste. So let's halve this. So I need to turn half into gloop and half into, so let's do 15 and 15. Let's do that. And the other bit can go with that. Yeah? Good. All right, let's make some fence posts. Fence. Put 2. Can I make some oak fencing? Don't know how many sticks I've got in the system. Not enough, apparently. Really? Oak? Cool. Let's make some sticks. Don't need any buttons. And where the oak fences are. Really? Goodness me. Cool. I'm gonna grab a bunch of fences because we're gonna need probably some for chickens, some for cows. Let's grab how many different species do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's grab 5 gates worth. Cool. And then we'll make, I don't know, 4x4 sort of areas. How are you doing? So processing. I wanted to get this next bit done. That's okay. Okay, so I'll build the next farm for, don't stand in the lava. That was really dumb. There's lava there. Everyone? There's lava on top of that. I might do... Again, I don't have specific areas, and it's something that I haven't really looked into. The mob farm kind of just got blonked, and this is how I build anyway. So let's build our farms out here somewhere. Fences and gates. Okay, so cool. Let's do that. Figure it'll be a gate. 1, 2 fence. Gate. Yeah. Well, that's only 3. 3. I don't know. I could probably mix them up a bit, can't I? What do you think? I'm gonna have to fill all this up with dirt too. That'll do for now. Maybe I can build a barn out of it, move all this stuff out of the way, and build like a little barn here. Me build something, that's hilarious. Alright, you guys have been watching for long enough. No, I don't build heaps. Do I just build up this? Glad I can fly. Honest. Okay, so that sequence inside should be done by now. I need to make a few more fence posts, but we'll make it semi pretty for me. Alright, cool. I have that. Can you jump in there instead? Okay, so we've got the protein fiber. Okay, so what else did it said I needed to do all sorts of stuff, right? So this egg requires RNA, seeds, gloop, and egg. Okay. Give me a moment. I will just jump through making a few more bits and pieces here. And I might make up the stuff for the farm so we can quickly go over that. And I will be right back. Hey, we're back. So I made myself a little bit of a farm here. It's all now got dirt in it. I've got some witch water brewing. So we should be able to dig a hole, take the witch water, pop it in the hole. Let's get another lot brewing because we're going to need a bit. Now, what it says, if I say chicken egg here, it's RNA, seeds, gloop, and an egg. So if we go RNA, seeds, gloop, egg, we get a chicken egg. I can't pick it up because I got too much junk in my inventory. Awesome. Planks. So let's do this, and we'll do another one. Cool. And we'll get our planks back at the same time because I have the room now. Awesome. So we now have 2 chicken eggs. So I guess that would mean I could probably sit here and go hop, hop, and get a couple of chicken eggs. Now that I had room in my inventory, I can pick up the snowballs, which I didn't really want to because reasons. So we now have chickens. Very nice, very nice. Cool. So then moving on to sheep, it looks like we need sky stone and white wool. So that'll be a bit of fun. Let's really quickly set up this farm. Now I'm going to make it slightly smaller. I'm only going to make it 4 cutter things wide. And I'm going to need to work out maybe the best way of connecting it up to a draw system of some sort. I'm going to put it out this side, and this crop area will probably go. But the main thing is we're going to make something, as I said, 4 wide. So if you look on this one, it's 6 wide from the center. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, cool. So what we're going to have, I'll use the planks to get myself sorted. We're going to have it, you can see that stops at a certain point and ejects. We're going to actually have that, here. So then we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a center is going to be right here. Now, with the way this works, it won't actually harvest anywhere in these 4 spots due to the way that the harvester works. So we're going to have this thing right in the center, but it's not going to do what we think it's going to do, if that makes sense. Probably not, but so we need to make a hole. I think it's meant to be 3 deep. Let me just double check. Got that there, and then yep, 3 deep. Right, so what you have is down here, we're going to want a magma block. Pop. And then on top of that, we're going to want an encased fan. Now, an encased fan is done like this, which is just shaft, cogwheels, andesite casing, and a propeller. Propeller is just some iron plates and an andesite alloy. Easiest way to put this down, you need to put it down so that the fan is downwards. So if you shift right click, it will put the fan downwards. You can see the little arrow on the side there's pointing down. On top of that guy, you're going to need a mechanical bearing. Now, if you shift right click, it does that. If you just right click, it will put it on top with the blob on the top here. The next thing we need, oh, sorry, I should probably say the mechanical bearing is made like this. It's just andesite casing, some alloy and shaft, and a turntable, which is just a slab and a shaft. So pretty straightforward. Next thing we're going to want on top is we're going to want some radial chassis. Now, that farm over there, it's sitting on the ground. This farm we're going to do for sugarcane is going to need to be 1 up off the ground, because we need to not take the bottom off, because it won't replant. This doesn't replant, it just harvests and then leaves the plant behind. So this one we're going to want some space. So all of this will need to be swapped out for like sand and water sort of thing. So now that this is like this, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to put a lever on here, turn him on, and you can see it'll start to turn. So that's the basic mechanics of the farm. It's using the heat from the, I believe it's using the heat from the magma block to turn the fan, which then turns this top section. Now, while we're building, we can right click on this mechanical bearing to stop it, but we need to leave this guy happening down here. So what I'm going to do here is actually put stone in these 4 spots. I might end up swapping these out for water at some point, but they're going to be stone for now, because we don't really want anything right there and breaking the lever or anything like that. I will have to pop one of these out actually, so I can start the thing again. So let's just leave it like that. So again, you know, if you want to start it, you can right click on this bearing. If you want to stop it, you can right click again. Then we're going to need some glue. Now glue is made thus. It's just a couple of slime balls and iron plate and iron nugget. And then we're going to put some glue on here. Now I did say before we want this to be 4. And this is going to be the spot that we were going to feed up to. On this front side, we will put our harvesters. On the back side, we will put 3 chests. And then I want the portable storage interface. So the portable storage interface is made thusly. It's just a brass casing and an andesite funnel. And you'll see what it does when it comes around. We'll have to wait for it to swing around again. But pretty much what it does is, this block doesn't need to be here, by the way. It was just an indication for myself while I was building the farm. So as this comes around, it stops, it connects up, it transfers the items into wherever they're going. Straightforward, right? So in this case, we're going to want this guy here. And then the corresponding one actually needs to be 1 block away. So it needs to be on there. So when this meets up at this point, it will connect, and then it will transfer the items to whatever place you want them. So in the case of how I had it over there, I've just got the chute, and I probably do have some spare chutes somewhere. I might be able to use a hopper. I'm not 100% sure off the top of my head. But let's grab something. I think I had some spare chutes. Sworn I did. Wherever I've ended up dumping them. Oh, they could be in my backpack. Here they are. Stop looking, I found them. So for this one, I might... I don't know. I might just drop it in chests for the moment. I might make another... chest. Just while I'm getting it all built. So for that, we're going to need to dig down 1 from here. And I'll put my chest in here. And then we'll just pop a chute like that. So I should still be able to access this chest, and anything that comes out of this system will drop into there. Cool. But other than that, that's almost done. I just need to get my wrench and hop up on top here. So when you're holding a wrench and you point it at this radial chassis, it will show you how far it actually extends. And you can see this is all white hashed. If I had blocks here all the way out to, as you can see on top, 8, it would actually move anything that's connected up to 8 blocks. So if you point at this and scroll your mouse wheel down, it will lower the number. Now you see here that's at 4, 3, 2. See, it only moves 2. Back up, 3. Oop, back up to 4. So it will only move these blocks. And it's night time again. Always night time. What is it, Minecraft? Okay. I'm glad I've got that quick sleep mod thing. That's cool. So yeah, this is the basic setup of what we need. And then it's just going to be me needing to, I guess, get enough spot in here. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Get that wide. And it's not exact. I mean, Minecraft's not great for circles. And it does take just a little bit to work out exactly which blocks need to be broken. But we'll work that out as we go. So ideally, there's obviously 2 ways of doing this. One, we can do sand every other block. So we do like sand, water, sand, and then just have like a checkerboard pattern. Probably not the most efficient, but it'll work. And I'm doing this from just watching a couple of videos online. There's a few people out there doing similar sort of farms. I believe there are other ways of doing farms in Create, but at the moment, oh boy, gotta love snowballs. I mean, I could just sit here and... Do I have a trash can? No, you don't have a trash can in this game. Ooh. So just getting rid of these snowballs real quick, because they're wasting my inventory. So let's just grab some water. Sometimes it's a bit derpy. I'm gonna pop all this in here. More snowballs as I do it, apparently. But you get the idea. Like, we'll sit here and populate all of this, and then I'm going to go and break all this sugar cane. My. Gave myself a bit of a challenge here, didn't I? Smarter people would have brought 2 buckets. Or a tank or something. Okay. Grab the sugar cane. And we should be able to put these in all these spots that have water around them, and then randomly pick up all the snowballs. Well, that's a good indicator there, right? If I get this going, where was my hole? It's there. Oh my gosh. This will be the snowball fight with myself. Okay, if I right click that, that will start it spinning. And then anytime these grow, which I think, are these affected by... Well, they're not. The crops are. But anytime it grows, it will take off the top layer and it will put it in here. So as you saw before, this was taller. Obviously still got quite a few number of buckets to transmit here. But each time it goes round, it'll interface with there, and anything that's grown, it will break and hold in its storage. And then when it comes around, there's nothing in here, it will have picked up one, comes around, meet up with its connecting storage, connect up, empty, and we've got our sugarcane. Cool. So there's the basic create farm. Again, it doesn't require anything special. It's just a few blocks that are basic create. And I went and broke the water. Oh, have it back. Yeah. So again, this is the farm I'm using over here. It's just with the crops. You put it down at ground level, and then again I made it slightly bigger, but you can see as it swings around you'll work out which does and doesn't get broken. Generally anything it touches it will harvest. So I could probably get away with 2 more spots here actually, but same with this. All we have to do is just watch it and work out whether I'm collecting up all of the spots. And then the more it grows and gets taller, which again I'm not sure on. As I said, you know, the crops you can crop dust, but the sugarcane doesn't seem to. But we can. I'll set up the rest of the water. I'll set up the rest of the sugarcane, and then we'll get sugarcane coming in, which will be a nice little bonus. So you can do it. You can also do these for kelp farms too, if you really want. Same deal. Just fill it full of water, and then harvesting kelp automatically with Create. Awesome. So we got chickens. Hello, chickens. And you know what? Chickens. I need some seeds. I don't get seeds from that farm. It's the only thing I don't get. So seeds. I'll take some seeds out to these guys. Normal vanilla Minecraft. There we go. And look, they've laid an egg. Hey. You got a baby chicken? Got a baby chicken! Yay! So, next episode we'll go through and make up some more animals. I'll make sure I've got the ingredients we need to probably finish this quest line off. So I'll pop my way through and work out what we need. See, this one's just mutton, dirt, egg, and gloop. I mean, like, how does that create a pig? Yeah, the sheep is just skystone and white wool. I mean, easy stuff. So, as I said, next episode we'll have all that stuff. I'll pop a chest down here somewhere, and we'll make a bunch of farm animals, and I will try and make this look a little bit more pretty. Hopefully, I can come up with something that looks like a barn or like at least a covered area for them. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the episode. Comments down below. Got quite a few. Well, there's my turnips. Hey, got my turnip. Alright, so wrapping up. Thanks for watching. Comments below. And I'll see you next time. Bye now.